Hi, this is Bill Wood with Discipline Trading Decisions. It's time for the weekend update for the S&P 500. But first, trading futures, options on futures, and retail off-exchange foreign currency transactions involves substantial risk of loss and is not suitable for all investors. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Welcome to the weekend update for Monday, October 24th, 2016. We're covering the S&P 500 E-mini. So let's take a look at the monthly chart. Monthly chart, we are in an uptrend. We have a 3 to 4 month balance right up here. I get the feeling that the market is hiding. We have this big balance area up here. We have this little balance area up here. And what are we doing? Right in between the two, we are balancing again. They may be hiding away till the election. I don't know. Kind of looks like we're rolling over here. Got a lower high, maybe going to test down soon. So watch this trend line here. It broke that trend line, but it has not been able to close below that trend line. So watch for a break of that trend line. On the daily, we are in between a balance, in between a balance, in between a balance, in between a balance. We tested below this day's low, and we've come back into range. Usually when that happens, the target is the opposite end of the range. Again, it looks like we're rolling over, but on the smaller time frames, it looks a little bit stronger. On the 4-hour chart, we have broken the lower median line and kind of have been hugging against that. Looks like we rolled over. Here we left excess, and here we left some excess. Now we have a higher low. We want to see if we can make a higher high now. That would put us back in this range, and we would see if we can get acceptance up in here. If we can get acceptance into this range, generally the target is the opposite end of the range again. Now there's a discrepancy here. It looks like it broke below the low on this chart, and that it's just made higher lows on this chart. Well, this has the full 24-hour session. I believe this stopped right at 2100, and this is just the ETH session. So you have a couple of arguments for the upside. As one, we have a low, a higher low, and another higher low. On the downside, we stopped exactly at 2100. Was that just a coincidence, or was the market held up by weak hands? Weak hands meaning smaller time frame. It did happen in the overnight. Oftentimes the overnight highs or lows do not hold. So there does seem to be some strength in that we have some excess here. We have some higher lows. So we'll see what it does around this Andrews pitchfork. We'll see what it does when it gets back into this high volume node. This could just be, a bear flag to go down and break this low at 2100. Okay, this is the last thing that I'll say about this. Right down here around this level, I guess that's around 2141, 25, somewhere right around there. You can see that when it came into this area, rejected, came into this area, rejected. So this is the area that we're going to be looking for to see if we can get acceptance above into and above into this high volume node there. If not, this could easily roll over to the downside. On the market profile on Friday, we talked about how thin this structure was here, and that on Monday that it could come in and kind of just fill in the structure. Well, it only filled in the top half, so that was kind of strong. But once it went up, that was its opportunity to rise. It just capped off. So we are in this balance area. 9-day balance area, and this low here, even though this is a good low because there's excess, it's kind of a weak low because I think it's like one tick off of this prominent point of control. So we are in breakout mode, and it could go either way. There are arguments for both sides. So this market could stay sideways for an extended period of time until either something changes fundamentally with the earnings announcements, or it gets a better idea of who's going to win the election. But you have these this area of balance here, and the market peaked out and then re-entered that balance. Generally, when that happens, the target is the other end of the balance. Now, I would say up here 42 and down here around 20. I'm not going to make any longer term plays until it breaks one of those planes. I'll just scout back and forth in here. So this is the range of Friday. If we open, say, in the middle of that range and put another one on the bottom side of that range, if we open in the middle of that range somewhere, Friday's range, and tested higher, one of the things that I would be watching for resistance up here around 43. You have a low volume node here. You have this previous high at 44.53. So the market could come up here and test and reject and come back down into range, or it could come up here and test, find some more buyers and then break through. But remember, this is the top of the average range. So if we did get up here, I would be suspecting a pullback at that point. And if we opened up in this area, then it could be going up to this high volume node up here. If it opened in the middle of the range and tested down and broke the low, then I would suspect that you would find some support in here among that high volume node down here. And you can see that's kind of like the edge of this high volume node area. If it comes down here and we get acceptance down in this area, then I would suspect lower prices. If it decides to go up, first target would be low volume node and then the high volume node. Well, that's what I have for this week. This is Bill Wood, and if you're watching this anywhere other than my blog at disciplinedtradingdecisions.com, please go there. Hi guys, I'd like to try something new here. I'm gathering a specific type of data to hopefully help traders and myself to trade with more discipline. So instead of ending my video with the usual sign off, I'd like to make an offer. I'm offering some free coaching. Is there an area in your trading in which you would like some help? Whether you're fairly new and would like some help with technical analysis or developing your strategy or trade plan, or you're experienced and you have a tested winning system, it's still a discretionary system, and you would like some help staying disciplined to your plan, I'd like to offer some free coaching. What I believe to be the most important tool for any trader is developing the discipline to trade according to your trade plan. The emotional discipline. That's why I call my site Disciplined Trading Decisions. And to trade well, you need to, number one, to have a goal. Number two, to get educated on the markets. Number three, to create a rule-based system or strategy that is profitable. And number four, to stay disciplined and loyal to your strategy. Now, many people do steps 1, 2, and 3, but can't follow through on step 4. You can have a profitable trading system and still not trade it profitably. So if you're interested, follow the link to the sign-up page. I'll have you fill out a pretty extensive questionnaire. We'll arrange a 30-minute appointment on a weekday, sometime between 8 and 4 p.m. Eastern Time. And of course, this is going to be very limited because I do trade during these hours. And this is not going to be some hard sell for coaching services. The 30 minutes I spend with you will all be geared to help you with a specific area. And let me repeat that, a specific area of your trading. I am doing this to collect data, to find out what works, what actually helps people. There's a lot of training out there. Why is the success rate so low? And every person will be different. But I'd like to discover what some of the challenges are and what helps to overcome those challenges. So if you'd like to give it a try, simply sign up for the free coaching session. You'll be given instructions on how to proceed. You'll receive a questionnaire that you'll need to fill out and get back to me by the following day. And we'll see if we can get something meaningful accomplished in our 30 minutes together. Really, it's all up to you. Are you willing to put in the work? Then I'd like to follow up with you to see what helps and what doesn't. And so if you have the time and have something that you would like to work on in your trading, follow the link to the sign up page and be ready to work. So that's my offer. Thanks for listening. And remember to stay motivated, stay focused, and stay disciplined, my friend.